Just want to show you my new machine. This is the Terminator X Model 2. I made a lot of changes to it from my other one that I've had a video of, so I'll talk about what it does. I have the hand grips, base spinning bearings, both of them. The machine's made for a left or right hander. Cable top's 40 inches high, the pad's 7x7x2. These are 36 inches apart. I made it so it's the same dimensions as an arm wrestling table, so that when you're at this machine you'll feel like you're on a table. Plus I have these big heavy duty rollers on the front for the type of arm wrestler that likes to roll down the machine or slide across. These rollers are perfect for that. Now I'll talk about some of the other unique features. This tabletop's very different now. Right now I have it set up for 0 degrees for the traditional arm wrestler, or old school as some people like to refer to it as. But you could change the position of the table. For that position, or all the way over to about 35 degrees. Same thing for a left-hand puller. The table locks in position where it won't move, so if you want to practice from this angle, you can, or practice to bring the guy over down further towards your corner. That'll work just fine. Now to talk about the handle a little bit. This handle does a few different things. Once you grab it, you can pull it across. You have lots of back pressure, and actually I have 2 different positions for that. So, position of the notch I have it in now, that seems to be about average for most guys. If you want a lot more, you can move that. That's easy enough to move. You can kind of personally tune it to the way you like it. The handle, this part here, goes up and down now. And I have a new feature I just recently added for this part here. Is now this handle locks in position. So if you want to practice with the handle locked in this position, you can, which is basically straight up and down. Or you can take this pin out. I have a total of 5 different positions. Now I have it in a new position, so you get the right angle. Basically, it's all up to you what position you want to have it in. The machine's designed for left or right hand pullers. Or if you don't want the handle to lock in position, you just take the pin out and just have the handle spin freely. That's up to you. But one of the unique features about this handle is for it to spin, you can see the cable here, it's connected to the weight stack. So as you turn your wrist, you're actually lifting up the weight stack, directly connected to it. And as you increase your weight stack, you increase the resistance on the handle. And it goes left to right, so whether you want to practice a hook or a top roll as you're going down, you can. And same thing, it goes left hand, right hand. Another feature I've added to this, you can take this pin out here and say you just want to practice on your wrist. It gives you more of an angle. You can just get right here and just practice working your wrist if you want. Pin comes right out again, so you can practice whether you're working on a top roll or for a hook. Get the pin out of there. Go like this. Then you can practice going like that. And all this is centered just right, so whether it's going up and down like this, or side to side, or whether it's twisting, everything's centered just right. Another unique feature about this handle, get this back in a straight up and down position, is I have a torsion spring built into this, so if you want to work your wrist even more, so it has so many different ranges of movement. So you can torque this sucker up and then grab it. And you can twist it if you want to. It's all up to you and how you want to do it. More a personal preference. And you can torque it up for left or right hand. Another feature I talked about earlier is the tabletop. Most guys, if you're an old school puller, you just go straight down. A lot of guys, they like to pull their opponent across to the corner. So you need to change that angle a little bit, and that's what I was showing earlier about the table. It locks in position. So now, I just pull it straight this way towards my corner. I'm just an old school puller, so I prefer it straight up. And the table at 0 degrees. Another feature about this machine is your side pressure. Basically everything on this machine is handmade by me, including this big pulley here. This pulley actually works as a cam. So if you have it, say 60 pounds of weight on this machine, you'll have 60 pounds of side pressure. But the further you get down, that side pressure will increase due to the shape of the cam that I made. So you'll start off at 60 pounds. By the time you get down to the end, it'll be about 70 pounds. Put this pin back in. But everything's basically connected to each other here. Another feature I have on this thing right now is you want to start off in a losing position. I've had some guys ask me about that. So you take this pin out right here. There you go. Then you can start off with a 45-degree angle. Or if you just want to practice pulling your partner towards you, or just, like we said, practice at the losing position, you can start at 45. And like I said earlier, it's made for left or right-handers, so you got the choice whether you want to practice left hand or right hand, same position. And I'm going to zoom the camera down a little bit so you can see the frame. I've totally redesigned the frame on this one as compared to my last one. Another thing about this machine is I just put a lot of different ideas into it. I've had a lot of ideas myself. I've had a lot of pullers give me some good ideas, or I should say suggestions on what they would like to see in the machine. So I just put everything together and tried to make things work, which was very hard. But I believe I have everything working together. Now what I want to do is just see if that's what everybody likes. So when I take it to this next tournament coming up in Hawthorne, I'm just going to let everybody use it and hear what they have to say. Okay, I'm going to do one shot of the frame, and then that'll be it. There's one more thing I forgot to mention, is the weight stack on this is a little bit different. What I'm using is a weight plate holder now. It's my design, and it actually has 4 rollers on it, and each roller has 2 bearings on it, so it's really smooth, and it weighs about 30 pounds altogether. So now you can just slap on your own weight plates on it, and I believe it's a lot smoother than what a weight stack is. But for now, this is brand new, and I'm just trying to get it broken in and see what everybody thinks about it. And that's about it.